Hi guys, it's
Lauren Daisy.
and welcome back to Lauren Daisy Loves. And today we are doing a super fun video and we are going to be ranking every single BTS song pretty much. They've had a lot of songs over their 10 years, and hopefully if I get this edited on time, we should be watching it on their 10-year anniversary. And so they've had a lot of songs in their time. This is one that I found on Tier Maker website at With Love Pat. So that is who made this. So I've taken their one and I've added, changed the tier names and everything, but all the songs that they included are in there. So hopefully they're all in there. I'm not going to include solo songs today because that would just take even more time. And it's also not completely fair because not everyone has the same amount of solo songs. So we're just doing BTS songs today. Solo ones will be included if they were on BTS albums, but as in separate projects, side projects from BTS, those ones aren't going to count today. So at the top, I included a tier that is near and dear to my heart. So this one is a special place in my heart. I've made it purple. These are probably, I'm not gonna let myself put more than maybe 10 or 20 in here. The true just like elite of the elite, the ones that just make my heart feel some kind of way when I hear them. We have Inject This Into My Bloodstream. So these are not in that same place of like, I don't know, like nostalgia, or they have a feeling attached to them. These are just songs that I just adore so much. Then we have Play This at My Funeral. So these are ones again that I really love, but just not as much as those top tier ones. Then we have Absolute Bop. So these are ones that are just, I enjoy them, I'll listen to them, but they're not my favorites. Then we have Don't Reach For It All the Time. And these are ones that I wouldn't actively like search for to play, or, you know, like really look for, but if they come on in my playlist, then I might not skip them, you know, like that kind of thing. And then lastly, we have It's a Skip, I'm Sorry, which I don't know who's going to end up in this tier at the bottom, just off the top of my head. But yeah, these are ones that when they come on in my playlist, I might skip them. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. We all have them. Don't lie. Okay, don't lie. I'm ready for this video. I've been a BTS fan since, oh my gosh, 2014, I think it was 2015 was when I first became a BTS fan. So I've been a BTS fan for a long time. I wish I could show you like my K-pop collection, like my albums and stuff, but they're all packed up safely in a big box, so I can't show you. But I've loved him for a long time, and so this is going to be really fun for me. I will say I'm not as hardcore in the kind of fan of the throes of it as I used to be. I'd say my peak was probably like 2015 to 2020 sort of time. So you might see that bit of bias. I'm a nostalgic bitch. So you might see that bit of bias of, you know, the songs that were kind of released around the time that I was really like, I was so in. So you might see them get a little bit more favoritism over the newer ones, and it's just because I haven't listened to them as much. Okay, so we are going to kick things off with Too Cool for School, the debut album by BTS. So for the intro, I'm going to put in Absolute Bop because I actually think it's underrated, you know? I mean, just the beginning alone.
We're now going to progress to some steps which are a bit more difficult. Ready, set, and begin.
That's so good. That is so good. Don't even lie. Don't even lie to me right now. We Are Bulletproof. I genuinely, oh my God. This has got to go and play this at my funeral because I think that's genuinely one of the best debut songs ever. I might be a little bit biased, but like Blackpink, NCT U, this that was crazy. Okay, for a debut song, so good. This one, it is up there with that. It is so easily up there with that. So good. So for me, I love the little skits and when they're talking and everything like that. But I just don't want to listen to it all the time. You know what I mean? Like when it comes up in my playlist, I'm usually going to skip it because I want to just listen to their actual songs. And then we have No More Dream. Okay, No More Dream goes so hard. And it has such a deep history with me because not so much anymore, but when I was truly like, I was a K-pop girly to my core. And it was like before anybody listened to K-pop, not to be like one of those people, but like it was before anybody listened to K-pop in my school. Like everyone was like, who are these people that you are obsessed with? And I would go to the dance studio that we had at my school and I would learn K-pop dances like by myself, like in my free sessions and stuff. And I would go there. And so this is one of the first dances I ever learned and it is ingrained in me. And so I have such a deep relationship with it. But because of that, I've listened to it so many times that I'm almost like can't listen to it for fun anymore. Like if I listen to it, I'm like, this is okay. Like trying to remember the steps. So I'm going to put it in absolute bop because it is an absolute bop, but it's just been tainted for me personally. Then we have Like. Boy, a pretty woman, a pretty woman. So good. I love this one so deeply. This is an easy inject this song into my bloodstream. Absolutely love it. Okay, so the Circle Room Cypher I do like, but I don't reach for it all the time. And then, yeah. The skits, to be fair, I think out of the two, I do prefer Circle Room, but like I said, I just don't really reach for them. Hey ya, hey ya. Path is actually, I don't think it's on Spotify or anything like that because Path was a secret song that only comes on the physical version of the album, which I thought was really like a really fun touch. But I adore this song. This is another inject this into my bloodstream. So good. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Oh Are You Late 2, the second album. I'm sorry, but the intro for me personally, the intro is a skip because it's so like of its time. I don't even know how to explain it. To me, like I love RM, but it's just a little bit, I don't know, it just cringes me out just a little bit. So yeah, that would be a skip for me. I'm putting No in absolute bop because I mean it just is. It just is. It's not, you know, it's, yeah, like it said, it's not one of my favorites like singles that they've ever put out, but I do like it. The video also gives me a good chuckle because some of the hairstyles in that video, they were truly in their growing pains phase in that one, bless them. We On for me is, again, another bop. I do really like it. I think I might even prefer it to No, but I just can't put it any higher than that. This is one of my favorite outros. I just wanna love ya, I just wanna love ya. I'm gonna put this inject this song into my bloodstream. It's so good, even though it's only like a minute and a half or whatever it is. Love it. Perfection. Again, we have another skit. I'm sorry. That's just where it's gonna go. Then we have If I Ruled the World. I say one for the money, two for the money. Everybody say hey oh, hey oh, oh. Absolute bop for sure. I think I even prefer it to No and We On as well. Coffee. I love this song. I love this song so much. I think it's so underrated. This is an easy inject this into my bloodstream. I adore this song. Caramel macchiato. Jungkook. Baby, baby, tonight. Yeah. So good, so good. Now, I love me a cypher, okay? I love the cyphers, but for me, part one is my least favorite of the three, and because of that, I just don't really reach for it as much. You guys, Attack on Bangtan, they were crazy for this song. This song is just, you know that thing of like when Shania Twain says, "Let's go girls" in Man, I Feel Like a Woman, and people are like, that makes me feel like I could kick a door down. This is my version of that. Elite, actually elite. It's going in the top. It's genuinely, it's everything. To top it up, we have another one of my favorites, okay? I love this song. I adore this song. I don't hear anybody ever talk about this song. Ever. So good. I must have watched the live performance of this. I think they only did it once. I think they might have only performed it once. It is so good. I have seen the live performance of this song a million times. It was one of my favorite videos to watch. Let me see if I can find it for you. It's this one. Oh, they have a dance practice of it as well, but in particular, it's 9 years ago. That is crazy. Yoongi in this video, it's insane. His performance is so good. I love it. They like split into little groups, and it's just such a fun performance. I love it so much. I wish that they would have brought it back, because it is top tier, and that's where it belongs, is in the top tier. Oh my god, do you know what I wish was on this but isn't? Oh my gosh, what is it? I can see it so clearly in my mind because I've seen the video a million times. It's like Jimin, they perform is it Perfect Man? 'Cause you are the one. That girl screaming is me. So now we're moving on to School Love Affair. Now, School Love Affair, oh my god, I love this album with my whole being. It's not my favorite. Maybe I'll do another video where I rank the albums just as a whole. It's not my favorite, but it is definitely up there. Big nostalgia vibes. Okay, so we're kicking it off with School Love Affair, the intro. If it was just going off of the first part of the song, I think it would go for Absolute Bop, or maybe I Don't Reach For It All the Time. But when this part hits, okay? Stop it right now. The mix of genres just, oh my god. Where is it? Play this at my funeral. Please. Propose is another absolutely elite, beautiful song. Longer for you. Gorgeous song. Absolutely gorgeous. Boy in Love inject this song into my bloodstream. This is one of my favorite BTS singles. The music video for it is absolutely everything. I love it. And this song is just so fun. It's such a banger. Where Did You Come From is immediately inject this into my bloodstream. And I feel like I don't hear enough people talk about this one. Just One Day has, this one has a special place in my heart because it is mine and my best friend Lily's. That's our song. That is actually our song. Actually, Africa by Toto is our song. For some reason, Africa by Toto always plays when we're together, if we're in the car, if I'm driving back from her house, if she's coming to, it's just a thing. It's spooky. But aside from that, our actual chosen song that was not bestowed to us by the gods is Just One Day by BTS. We play it every time we see each other, and it has such happy memories for me. It's also just such a beautiful song. Beautiful. And I really love the video for it as well. I think they were just such good singles. Just One Day and Boy in Love. Tomorrow, play this at my funeral. Banger. Cypher Part 2. It's my favourite Cypher. It is absolutely my favourite Cypher, and it has a special place in my heart because of that. And I won't lie. Okay. Maybe you can guess. You know what? That'll be fun. Obviously, BTS is 7. They have always been 7. They will always be 7. They are a group. They are a unit. You cannot have BTS without all 7 members. And I adore them all. Just wholeheartedly. I think they're all so insanely talented and just such sweet people. And I love them. That being said, I think it is fine to have like your bias or, you know, someone who you personally gravitate towards more, that you relate to more in a group. I don't think that has to mean that you value any of them any less. I think it's only natural. It's like in TV shows and, you know, whatever it may be, movies or whatever. There's always going to be someone that you feel like you relate with more. And so because of that, I want you to guess who my BTS bias is. I have two that I have gone between for years, like literally since the dawn of time. So I want you to guess who that is down below. But this is the reason why part 2 is my favorite. So good. Yoongi is not, what is it, like the second fastest rapper in Korea or something? For nothing, okay? That man knows what he's doing. Then we have Spinebreaker. So Spinebreaker, I'm going to put in, again, play this at my funeral. Spinebreaker is really, can you tell that I love this album? Spinebreaker is, again, it's really, really good. It's so different from like everything else. Love it. Then we have Jump, and I'm going to put Jump in Absolute Bop because it is really good, but for me, it just doesn't hit those same levels as like Spinebreaker. And then we're going to include Miss Right as well because it does come on the deluxe edition. And I'm going to put this song into Inject This in My Bloodstream. I love this song. I truly, truly love it. Okay, now we're going to move on to Dark and Wild. Dark and Wild for me, again, has so many good songs on it. I absolutely adore this album, and I think it was their first full-length album, not just the mini album, and it shows. The songs on this are so insanely good. So the intro is not my favorite. I'm not going to put it in a skip, though, because the end I really, really love. Like, basically the last 30 seconds, I think it is. I love it. But the rest of the song, I'm not too crazy about. So, yeah, I don't reach for it all the time. Girl, I think about you all night, girl. This is Inject This Into My Bloodstream. Easy. Look Here is, this one has a special place in my heart. This is actually my dad's favorite BTS song. And I just love how it feels so, well, at the time anyway, felt so different from anything that they'd done. And I just really love it. I think it's such a banger. It's such a good like dance song. Girl, what's wrong with you? Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Bang, bang it. Bang it, bang it. Bang it, bang it. This is a play this at my funeral. It's really good. Danger, Inject This Into My Bloodstream. One of my favorite singles. It's so good. War of Hormone has a special place in my heart because I learned the dance for this song. I taught it to two of my best friends at the time. And then I actually used War of Hormone as one of the music videos that I've recreated for my EPQ, which in the UK we have something called an EPQ, which is a project that you can do in sixth form or like when you're like 17. And it is basically like for extra credit or whatever, like more UCAS points. And I did mine all about K-pop. I did a video talking all about K-pop in the industry, and then I also recreated a few music videos with my friends, so we like dressed like them. I filmed it exactly like them, and it's one of the things I'm most proud of. It turned out so good, and because War of Hormone is kind of in that little bunch, it has just such a special place in my heart. Hip Hop File, for me, I really love this song. I'm gonna put it in playlist at my funeral because I think it's so fun. Let me know, inject this song into my bloodstream. Oh my God, it is like just belt it at the top of your lungs. Iconic. This song just has such a nice vibe to it. Cypher Part 3, we're gonna go with Play This at My Funeral. Really good. I don't think it's my second favorite. Yeah, part 2 is definitely my favorite. I don't know if it would be 3 or 4 next though. Could You Turn Off Your Cell Phone is an absolute bop. It's again, I don't hear anyone ever talk about this, but it used to be one of my absolute favorites. Absolute bop. What more can I say? Then we have Embarrassed. Only you, only you. So good. I'm gonna put this in. Inject this song into my bloodstream. I'm gonna give the outro absolute bop as well. I think that's fair. Okay, so then we have, I think it was a CD that only came out in Japan, and I have it. I bought it off of eBay. I don't know where it is now. It'll be in my like K-pop box, but I do have it. I don't even know. I think only 2 are on Spotify. I think just Wake Up and The Stars. And to be honest with you, I wasn't super crazy about them when they came out. I'm probably going to give Wake Up, Don't Reach for It all the time, but The Stars for me is a skip. I'm sorry. I Like It Part 2 is another story. I Like It Part 2 deserved to be on an album. Played this at my funeral. And now we're going to move on to The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 1. I feel like you're going to be like, you say this about all of them, but The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 1 and 2, elite. Just such beautiful albums. I'm sorry, the intro's a skip. Let's just get that out of the way right now. I Need You, a special place in my heart. The way I feel in the way my heart like feels, it's just so happy, just so much joy when this chorus comes on. Love it. And it was also another one that I recreated for my music video project, so I carry that one with me every day. Oh, can you trust me? Can you trust me? Absolutely gorgeous song. Inject this into my bloodstream. The skit, we're gonna put the bottom. Dope is so fun. I'm gonna put this in, play this at my funeral. Dope is so much fun. I love the video for it when they perform it live. The choreography for it is really cool. And yeah, a classic, an absolute classic. Boys with Fun has a special place in my heart. I adore this song. This song is just, again, so much fun. If this comes on when I'm in my kitchen, if I need like to have a little dance party, this is the one I'm going for. What's up? What's up? The dance that goes along with it as well. And their colourful leather jackets when they performed it. Incredible. Converse High, inject this into my bloodstream. Converse, boom, boom. Converse, I really hate Converse. The Jordan numbers. I love the intro to this one. I love like the beat that runs along this one. It kind of reminds me of Wayland 52 that we're going to talk about with the next album. I don't know, I really like that sound. So I'm going to put this one in, play this at my funeral as well. The vocals. The outro, this again is an outro I absolutely love. This one, play this at my funeral, even though I would be in absolute tears. Though, to be fair, I guess it wouldn't matter because it's my funeral. I don't have to worry about it. I'm not crying. It's fine. For You, again, another Japanese single, I'm pretty sure. Again, it's just not one that I really reach for, especially because at the time, when I was listening to BTS in like my peak of listening to them, I didn't have access to these songs. I had the CDs, but I would usually just play their main album, so I'm not as emotionally attached to these ones. And now we have Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 2. Not to make this a spoiler for if I do rank every BTS album, but I would be very surprised if any of these songs go below Play This at My Funeral, maybe Absolute Bop. I adore them. So intro, Nevermind. This is Play This at My Funeral. Absolutely easy. Run. Special place in my heart. Another one of the videos that I recreated and I adore it. The video is probably my favorite BTS music video of all time. It's probably my favorite, it's my favorite music video of all time. The way, I'm gonna get all like, edity here because I just love this kind of stuff. But the way that it's shot, the way that it's edited, the transitions between the different scenes, and like, it's so good. It's so insanely good. When I watched it, I was like, this is beautiful. This is an absolute masterpiece of music video, like, creation. It's so good. And I absolutely adore Yoongi with green hair, Jimin with his orange hair, RM with the pink hair. It was such a good time. It was just such a fun time. The music video for this album was so good. The performances they did around that time, like I said, Perfect Man, when they were promoting this album. The photo shoots that came from this album were really fun and really gorgeous as well. And it's so good. That being said, we're on to Butterfly. This is going a special place in my heart right at the top. Butterfly is my second favorite BTS song of all time. And that's only if you count my favorite BTS song of all time as a BTS song, because it is a solo song. We're going to get to it. I won't cry. So technically, if it's everyone singing, this is my favorite BTS song. I should have a whole nother tier list for this song. It is lyrically beautiful. The vocals on it are absolutely stunning. The way that this song, I can't even tell you the like emotions I feel when I listen to this song. I used it for, I think, the credits of my K-pop project, or I think I did it for like the behind the scenes. So it's just, when I picture it in my mind, I picture all these like fun clips of me and my best friends filming these videos. And I think because of that, it has such an important feeling to me, but also just this song in general. It has never failed me. Not one time. There is not what you could put this song on any time of day, any place, and I would listen to it. I would not skip it. I include it in all of my like ultimate songs playlists, and if I need to pick me up, I listen to this song. I cannot express in words how much I love this song and how much this song means to me. The vocals, and you're like, this is such a gorgeous song, it's chill, and then like a butterfly. All for you, babe. They did too much. They did too much with this song, okay? It's the perfect song. It is the perfect song. And I won't hear another one at it. Then we have Wayland 52. This is an Inject This Into My Bloodstream. I, again, adore this song. The chorus is so gorgeous as well. It's so beautiful. Lonely, lonely, lonely where. My City. This song is a banger. Okay, this song is a banger. It's another Inject This in My Bloodstream. I love this song, okay? And they all talk about the different cities that they're from, and it's so fun. Say la 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 la. My city, oh, come to my city. Know how to party. Underrated. Absolutely. Oh my god. And then Bapse is going to play this at my funeral only because I learnt the dance to this song, and I would always use this as like my warm up before I was gonna work out. So I'd like dance to this song and like stretch as my kind of warm up. So it's a little bit ruined for me because of that. But it's still such a good song, and the dance practice for it is so much fun. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it yet. I'm sorry. Even on my most favorite album, probably, I think, I don't know, I'd have to really think about it. The skit is still going at the bottom. Autumn Leaves. His voice sounds so good. Baby, you girl. Beautiful. Inject this into my bloodstream. House of Cards. See, this is a tricky one because this is the House of Cards outro, and then you have House of Cards, like the actual full version. Because it's just the outro and it's a shorter version, I'm going to put it in absolute bop, but it's still really good. Then we have when they released Run, and I think a couple other songs, Japanese version, and then they added a new song onto that called Good Day. And Good Day for me, it's a skip. I'm sorry. I don't know why, but I feel like sometimes they're quite slow, like the songs they release for the Japanese singles, and I like more of a go-y song. So now we're going to move on to the most beautiful moment in life, Young Forever, which is their like kind of greatest hits. But then it did have some new songs on it as well, so we're just going to rank those. I mean, does Fire need any other explanation? That's probably my second or third favorite music video, because I do really love the one for War of Hormone, and that is a great music video. But Fire, revolutionary. This song, a cultural reset. So this is definitely inject this into my bloodstream. I learned the dance for this as well, but it's such a banger that it hasn't tainted the song for me. Because how could you... The way that Yoongi says this... When I heard that for the first time, I truly felt my life had been changed for the better. Like, there's my life before, and there's my life after. Okay? And yeah, I adore the music video. It's so good. It's so fun. V's hair in that music video, that kind of like peachy coral that he had, I absolutely loved that. And then we have... if you're going to bring back Butterfly again, you know that I'm going to eat that up every time. But no, it's going up there as well. I was going to say, oh, you know, there's another version of it, so maybe I'll just put this down, but I can't do it. It would be disrespectful. Save Me is also going in a special place in my heart. I remember, this is one of those songs where I remember exactly where I was when I heard this song for the first time. And I think it was at the end of the Fire music video, it said like boy meets, and I remember me and my friend Anna at the time, we were like, boy meets what? Like, what does that mean? We were like trying to figure out like what everything meant. And then when it finally came out and we could listen to it together and like watch the music video together, my heart, a core memory. And Save Me just hits that same way every time that I hear it. It strikes a feeling within me, brings me so much joy. And it's a beautiful song on top of that, so... You couldn't ask for more. I actually don't know if I could play this song. Do you know what? I'm gonna do it for you, but just know I could cry when I listen to this song, okay? We are young. This like stripped back version of it at the end. We are young. I'm actually not. Don't even get me started. Don't actually get me started with that song. So it's got multiple layers to it. And it is just, firstly, beautiful song. Beautiful song lyrically, the music, the vocals. Incredible song. Babes. I love this song so incredibly deeply. It is so beautiful to me. It's not my favorite because I actually couldn't listen to it on a daily basis, or I would be bawling my eyes out on a daily basis. but I think it is so beautiful. It reminds me of such a just, you know, sometimes when music just takes you back to a place in your life. And for me, it takes me back to like summertime and being with my, being with my friends Anna and Lily that loved K-pop as much as I did, and we would just listen to it and we would watch the music videos, and it just brings me such joy. It just makes me feel warm inside when I listen to it. And there's that. There's also the music video that went along with it, which again shows old clips of BTS, which was really like, it's a really like emotional music video, I feel like. And then on top of that, I was at the Wembley show where they got the crowd. They put a sign up. I'm sure you've all seen it. They put like a sign up on the screen to sing this when BTS came back out, and they didn't know that was the plan. So the whole of Wembley Stadium, the whole of Wembley Stadium was singing it together, and and we were watching BTS's reaction to it, and I cried. And I have the DVD of it, the like London DVD, so that I can watch it back. And it is just, I went with my mom and we had so much fun, and it was easily one of the best nights of my life, and it just has so much emotion attached to it, this song. So I can't really listen to it for fun because it's just so beautiful and it just brings so many memories to me, happy memories, like, but I'm a sensitive gal, okay, I get overwhelmed. But it is just, yeah. We have House of Cards. So House of Cards, the full version, has got to go inject this song into my bloodstream. Really, really beautiful. And then we've got Love Is Not Over, the full version, because we have the outro in playlist at my funeral, but full version, love it just as much as the outro. Absolutely gorgeous. So then we have another BTS Japanese single, Wishing on a Star. This one I do like, but again, don't reach for it all the time. So now we're moving on to Wings. Wings was a time. I feel you just truly had to be there when Wings came out, because like Blood, Sweat and Tears, I don't know, it just, to go from what we had with like Save Me and Fire and, like all that kind of stuff to Wings felt so crazy different. Like everything down to like how they were dressing and how the music sounded and the music videos, everything was like a very different vibe, and it was really fun. Though I do have a little bit of a bone to pick in terms of my money, because I mean, it's my fault I spent it, but whatever. This was the album where they started doing multiple. This was the one where they did 4 versions of the same album, because up until this point we had 2 versions of like Most Beautiful Moment in Life. There was 2 versions for each album that came out, but then for this one we had 4 versions, and it wasn't just, the album cover is different or whatever. No, you had to buy each one to get different members, so they grouped them together in these different albums, and you could only get the photos of that member if you bought their specific letter of Wings. So that was a whole thing. Did I buy them all? Yeah, I did. But did you need all that money, Big Hit? Did you actually need that much money from me? Crazy. Maybe that's why Taylor Swift does that now, because like her vinyls are absolutely gorgeous, and Fall Out Boy as well have been doing it, where they release so many vinyls, and I'm like, these are gorgeous, but why do we need this many? So yeah, I remember when this came out, literally the day of, I was seated and I woke up early before I went to school so that I could listen to the entire thing before I had to leave. Okay, Boy Meets Evil, I'm going to put in playlist at my funeral. Another really, really good intro. Lost for me is an absolute bop. It's not one of my favorites from the album, but it is still good. Cypher 4, inject this into my bloodstream. So good. I love a Cypher. I do. Am I wrong? Special place in my heart. This song goes crazy, okay? I must have listened to this song a million times. Am I wrong? While your arms out there, stepping that line, stepping all over you. So good. The live performance of this, I've seen it so many times. The live performance is so good. The choreography for this one, love it. Every day. So yeah, ooh, oh, wah. Oh my god. It was a bop. It was a bop then, it's still a bop today. Just work it. Oh my ladies, put your hands up. Now scream. I adore this song so much. And I remember I was on holiday with my family when the Halloween version, the Halloween dance practice came out, and there was me, okay, in the middle of dinner. I was like, oh my god, they've just released a new dance practice. Watching the Halloween version of it. So good. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna bump Am I Wrong down, because Am I Wrong doesn't get me in the same way that 21st Century Girl does. 2, 3 I'm gonna put Inject This Into My Bloodstream, because that is a beautiful song. I love that song. Wings is a bop. Blood, Sweat and Tears, Inject This Into My Bloodstream. Such a good single. Peaches and Cream. So good. Begin is another, you know, I'm gonna put Begin in Playlist of My Funeral. Really, really good. And it was really fun to see each of them have their own solo song on this album. So yeah, I really like Begin, but it's not my favorite of Jungkook's solo BTS songs. Lie has a special place in my heart. Again, I used this for another school project where I did the choreography for this. And so I really love this song. I think it's really beautiful. I think Jimin sings it absolutely gorgeously. And I genuinely love the lyrics for this song. Stigma, I'm going to go for absolute bop. First Love, Play This at My Funeral. Reflection, absolute bop. Mama, Inject This Into My Bloodstream. Awake, Play This at My Funeral. Really beautiful. I feel like I've been sad for so long. We need to pick it up. Spring Day is gorgeous. I adore the music video for this. I think it's probably my top 3. This song is so beautiful. When it came out, I was obsessed with it. Listened to it all the time. Still listen to it all the time now. Beautiful song. Beautiful music video. A beautiful everything. Beautiful everything. Oh, I love this music video so much. I can't even tell you. I actually can't even tell you. Not Today is Inject This Into My Bloodstream. That is a banger. Not Today is a genuine banger. This is like the kind of music I would put on if I was like doing the punching bag or on the treadmill, you know, like I like that kind of motivation that you need. If you like have a deadline that you need to meet, if you like need that push, Not Today. That, which is a little counterintuitive in the title, but that song is a motivator right there. Absolute bop again. You Never Walk Alone, I'm gonna play this at my funeral. It's a really beautiful song. It also like has a little bit of this double meaning for me, because me and my family are Liverpool fans, and their like kind of like motto thing is You Never Walk Alone. So when this came out and I saw that it was a name on the album, I was like, oh my god. And it's also a really beautiful song, so I really love that one. Okay, now we have reached my favorite BTS song of all time. Not just that, this is my favorite song of all time. This genuinely is, I'm not even over exaggerating, this is my favorite song of all time. If I'm going through a hard time, I listen to this song. If I need a bit of a cheer, I listen to this song. I listen to it. I couldn't even tell you how many times. It's Serendipity. It's so beautiful, and I cried when Jimin played it live. When he sang it live at Wembley, I was a wreck. I was an absolute wreck. 'Cause you love me and I love you. Just let me love you. Let me love you. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Impeccable. Impeccable song. Skip. I'm sorry. See, I don't reach for it all the time. DNA. Inject this into my bloodstream. So good. So good. Oh, Best of Me. You know, actually, I'm going to move DNA down here. DNA is play this at my funeral. Best of Me. Inject this in my bloodstream. That song is so good. Love me. Best of me. Okay, who else was there when that's injected into my bloodstream, by the way? When that game came out, I think it must have been, it was definitely before lockdown because I was in sixth form. I was in my last year of sixth form, and the one where you do like the beats. I literally sound so old right now, but like, do you know what I mean? Where like, you know, the little counters come down, you listen to the song and you like press them in time with it, and you could get cards like of all the different BTS members. You would collect each one from each album. I was obsessed with that game. I played that hardcore. I was in the rankings, like I was in, you know, like the leaderboards, and this one is one I would play all the time. So I really love it. I don't know, it's just got a weird nostalgic feeling for playing that game. And that game was so fun. And they deactivated it and you literally cannot play it anymore, which is a crime. All my progress, it's a crime. Mic drop. I'm gonna go with play this at my funeral. I was obsessed, beyond obsessed with that song when it came out, but I actually prefer the Steve Aoki Designer remix. So I would put that above Mic Drop. I don't actually reach for, you know, I'm gonna even put it in Absolute Bop because I don't actually reach for it ever really, because I go for the remix version, but the original is still really good. Go, go. Oh my God. So good. So good. Okay, I don't know if this is just me, if this is a bit of an unpopular opinion. Her is a skip for me. I'm sorry, okay? It's a skip for me. Crystal Snow is also a skip. Chorus for this one hits so hard. It's so good. Insane. Insane. Play this at my funeral. Singularity, don't reach for all the time. Fake Love, Absolute Bop. Actually, play this at my funeral. Fake Love is a good one. Truth Untold is a skip for me. Another skip. This is what I'm saying about like the later ones. I just don't have that real like attachment to them in that way. Actually, you know what? I feel like this one was a bit harsh. I'm gonna move that into Don't Reach for It All the Time. Paradise also don't reach for it all the time. Love Maze don't reach for it all the time. Magic Shop is a bop. That's definitely a bop. So What is also a bop. Tear don't reach for it all the time. See now, Airplane, inject this into my bloodstream. I adore that song so much. So good. It gives me like Look Here vibes. Amperman, inject this into my bloodstream. Another banger, and reminds me so much of the Wembley show because it was so fun, and they had like this like soft play like inflatable stuff that they were all like jumping around on. And I think the crowd, I think the light sticks were like purple for this, or like rainbow colored or something. And it was really fun. I just realized I didn't even say that we'd moved on. Not once did I say, oh, okay, I literally said Wings and that was it. Since then, we've done Love Yourself, Her, and we've done Love Yourself, Tear. And I didn't introduce either of them. I was too into it. I was too into it. Turn it up, turn it up. Still bangtan. So now we're going to move on to Love Yourself, Answer. Euphoria, Easy, Inject This Into My Bloodstream. That I prefer over Begin, but Begin is still really good. But Euphoria, it's next level. My hands now, you are the cause of my euphoria. And he's like, I can picture him like flying around like above the crowd. Euphoria. Seesaw, absolute bop. Epiphany, play this at my funeral. I'm Fine, don't reach for all the time. Idol is play this at my funeral. I actually prefer the original to the one with Nicki Minaj, but I'm gonna put that one in absolute bop. Love Myself, absolute bop. Really beautiful lyrics for that one. Just Dance is another bop. Love, Don't Reach for All the Time. And then Mic Drop, Inject This Into My Bloodstream, the remix version. So now we're going to move on to Map of the Soul, Persona. The intro, absolute bop. Boy With Love, Inject This Into My Bloodstream. Actually, I'm going to put Boy With Love in a special place in my heart because this is actually my boyfriend's favorite BTS song. So we have listened to this one together so many times, and it's just so good. Microcosmos, like, for me, this one reminds me so much of Wembley, and I don't even know why. And that just makes my heart warm. So that goes a very special place in my heart. Make It Right is an absolute bop. I love this one. Listen to it all the time. Home, absolute bop. Oh my god, I'm having to zoom out so far to keep this all in the screen. I hope you can even see this at this point with the amount I've had to zoom it out. Je me vu, is that how you pronounce it? For me, don't reach for this one all the time. Dionysus, I don't know how to pronounce the ones from this album, but this song goes, they did not have to go this hard. Like, Inject This Into My Bloodstream a million times. So insanely good. Do you know what? I'm putting it in a special place in my heart. I've listened to that. We'll listen to that song on repeat. Like back to back to back. Okay, then we've got the ones that they released for BTS World, I think. Dream Glow is a bop. Brand New Day is a bop. Heartbeat is a bop. And All Night is a bop, to be fair. I think All Night's probably my favourite. Lights for me is a skip. So now we're going to move on to Map of the Soul 7. Louder Than Bombs is an absolute bop. On is Play This at My Funeral. Really like that one. Is an absolute bop. 0 O'Clock, Don't Reach for All the Time. Inner Child is Play This at My Funeral. Friends, again, Play This at My Funeral. Moon is a skip for me. Respect is an absolute bop. Even though I love the title of We Are Bulletproof, like in a recent album, that makes my heart very warm. That one's also a skip. Outro Ego. I wish that I could have filmed when I heard this song for the first time, okay? I wish. Like, when I listened to that for the first time, and they had sampled that from the original intro from their debut album, my jaw was on the floor. Genius. Inject This Into My Bloodstream. On featuring Sia, I actually prefer just the original, so I'm going to put that in absolute bop. Shadow, I'm putting Play This at My Funeral. Black Swan, really like, that's Inject This Into My Bloodstream. Filter is absolute bop, and My Time Is, it's a skip for me. Your Eyes Tell, I don't reach for all the time. Stay Gold though, Inject This Into My Bloodstream. I love that song. I actually have a video on my other channel, on my main channel, I think it's still up, of me reacting to that song and the music video for the first time. Life Goes On, Inject This Into My Bloodstream. Beautiful, love it. For Lie to My Room, I'm going to put as absolute bop. Blue and Grey, don't reach for all the time. Skip, we know where those go. Telepathy, absolute bop. Dizzy's, again, an absolute bop. Day is also an absolute bop. And then Dynamite, Inject This Into My Bloodstream. I mean, come on. It's so good. It's too good. It's actually too good. Such a banger. It's just joy. It's just joy in a song. It is sunshine in a song. Butter, Inject This Into My Bloodstream. So good. Permission to Dance is a skip. I don't know if that's a hot take. I assume it is. I really like the music video, but for me, I don't know what it is about it. I just don't vibe with it, and I just never listen to it. Film Out, Don't Reach for All the Time. Born Singer, special place in my heart. Special place in my heart. Because I remember I would have all the BTS DVDs and like the concert DVDs, and I would watch them, and I can just see them as little babies just stood around in that circle singing this cover, and it is so beautiful. And I wished that it would be an actual song one day. And so I'm so glad that they did it for Proof. I think it is just gorgeous. Oh yeah, we're doing Proof now, by the way. I'm all over the shop. The Jump demo version is really good. I think I might prefer it to the original. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna put them in the same tier. DNA, J-Hope demo, I'm going to put an absolute bop. Epiphany is, I'm going to have to put them on the same level. Absolutely gorgeous. Seesaw, like with the demo versions, I don't necessarily prefer them. I just kind of love them equally. I love an acapella, absolutely beautiful. Play This at My Funeral. For Youth is another, Play This at My Funeral. Young Love, absolute bop. Boy in Love, you know how I feel about Boy in Love, and demo version, a new version, incredible. Quotation Mark, absolute bop. I Need You demo version, oh my god, Inject This Into My Bloodstream. Boys with Fun demo version, Inject This Into My Bloodstream, okay? When these songs are included on the album, but like hearing them with a little bit of a different sound, I was beyond myself. Tony Montana with Jimin. The August D, when he released the first one, truly changed my life. Truly obsessed. The fact that he's not bringing the August D tour to the UK genuinely breaks my heart, because I would give anything to go to one of those shows, and I've been seeing them on TikTok and everything. I adore those albums, and Tony Montana is one of my favorites anyway, but then when he had a Jimin in, because they did it for a fest, I think they did it for one of their anniversary shows, like did it live. And I was like, I need this as an actual song. So the fact that they actually recorded it, chef's kiss. And this specific picture of them, I love this picture of them. Young Forever, I'm going to put in absolute bop, RM's version of it. Spring Day, Play This at My Funeral. Bad Decisions, Play This at My Funeral. Really, really good song. I like that one a lot. I'm having to zoom this out so far. It's like not even, can you even see it anymore? Butter Feet Megan Thee Stallion is a special place in my heart. I can't even tell you the joy that song brings to me. It's so fun, the remix of it. Her verse, I couldn't believe it. So good. And the dance like clip that they did for it, I adore that dance. So good. My Universe is Inject This Into My Bloodstream. I actually really love that collab. Savage Love for me, Don't Reach For It All the Time. I kind of like it, but I don't really like the Jason Derulo parts. I just like the BTS parts. So, and I don't know. You know, actually, I'm putting it in it's a skip because the whole thing left a sour taste in my mouth. It felt like he just really used them for clout and it was all over like, it was a whole thing. Come Back Home has a special place in my heart. That song is such a banger. Nobody talks about it enough. It's so, so good. Oh, come back home. Let Go, I'm putting an absolute bop. Make It Right, I'm gonna put in Play This at My Funeral because I do prefer the original version. Waste It On Me is a special place in my heart. That song is beautiful. Okay, my camera died. So we're filming the rest of this on the webcam. Hopefully it looks okay. But yeah, we're just gonna keep going. So we roll with the punches on this channel. Love is nothing more than just a waste of your time. Waste it on me, waste it on me. Dang, I'm gonna Play This at My Funeral. Really, really good. So for more, I'm gonna put in Don't Reach For It All the Time. And that is it. The rest are all like solo songs or collaboration songs. This is the ranking as it stands. This is how we've ended up. Okay, so we've got A Special Place in My Heart. This is where everyone from there ended up. Inject This Into My Bloodstream. These are like banging. Like put these top 3 in a playlist right now. Play This at My Funeral. Absolute bop. Don't Reach For It All the Time, and It's a Skip, I'm sorry. Which, it doesn't have that many in it because they struggle to make a bad song, okay? It's just not my cup of tea, but none of them are bad songs, I would say. Okay, so that was me ranking every single, I'm pretty sure. There might be a couple that got missed in the tier ranking somewhere. But like I said, I didn't make this. I just used it. So, yeah, credit to the person that actually made it, but I just switched around the names a little bit. Yeah, every single BTS song, pretty much. So this was so much fun. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite BTS song? What is your favorite BTS album? How long have you been a fan of BTS? Have you been there since day one for the whole 10 years? Or are you more of a recent fan? All are welcome. Oh yeah, and I'll leave my main channel linked down below, as well as my podcasts and stuff like that, if you want to check that out. Okay. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.